Okay. As somebody who was born in Florida, but you've got a big fan base in Texas, what do you think it is about Texas music that's pretty distinct and you don't get much anywhere else?
Well, there's a lot of things that make Texas music distinct and different, and we probably don't have enough time to cover all of them, but you have, certainly part of it is you have, the different cultures, the different populations, the different ethnicities, the different backgrounds. You have, the white European influence with the Spanish and the Mexican music, and so, when it all collides, and it all gets mixed up in this wonderful place, it comes out differently to different people, and so that's certainly one reason I think why it's unique. You can certainly point to just the different kinds of people that live in Texas and that migrated here years ago. And then there is a real support system from just fans in general, from people that love music. It's I think that one of the things that I personally love about Texas is that you can pretty much walk in anywhere and there's going to be music being played. It might be sometimes it's not a live band, sometimes it's just a really cool jukebox playing some great old songs, sometimes it is a live band. So I think that the fans and the people that live here really love and appreciate music. So that's probably one reason, if not the most important reason, as to why there's such a great live music scene, and so much music has been cultivated and nurtured here because of, I don't know, like I said, like just the people that live here, that go to the bars and support live music and buy records and support their artists. So that's a very nice thing, from a musician's point of view,
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think it is about your music that's really caught on with the Texas music scene?
Well, I think that I don't know really the specifics of it. I'm glad that it has happened, and I'm glad. I think, like anything, it's we're all products of what we grew up and how we grew up and what our influences are, and so certainly growing up, in my musical collection, it's hard to say how many artists were from Texas that influenced my upbringing and my musical palette. So many of our great rock and roll artists, jazz musicians, Tejano artists, Mexican artists, have all come from this area, and it's an amazing thing, really, when you think about it, and certainly that music, the music that was made here, like we all got influenced. If anybody's ever picked up a guitar or wanted to write a rock and roll song, sooner or later you've heard Buddy Holly. Sooner or later you've heard Roy Orbison. Sooner or later you've heard, I don't know, Bob Wills, Ray Price, Chris Christopherson, on and on and on and on and on. Willie Nelson's. I mean, and those are just like the real famous ones. Then there's a whole other section of musicians that were really influential on people like Ray Benson, the R&B guys, the Cajun influence, everything. And then you mix that in with God knows what else, country music and Mexican music, and you have this great, wonderful, I think, blend. And I think certainly my music borrows from all of that. It's certainly a result of all those years that I spent listening to all the great records. So I think that's part of it.
Cool. Well, thank you very much, sir. That's all I needed.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, if I could just get that.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks again.
Thank you.